Արալավ մի խոսքով ուզում ես երեխա ունենաս ունեցի հետ իշի հետաքրքրում, բայց նայի քեզնից էլ ես ընդհանրապես ինֆորմացիա չունենամ։
Ամեն խոսքդ քթեցիդ բերելու եմ գրիշ։
Լավ չես գնամ Մաշայիդ մոտ, քեզ արագ կյանքի կկոչի։
Լսի լուրջ եմ ասում, խելացի կլնես իշն ես, նայի մանան գալիս եմ։
Հոսա մանան։
Գրիշն էր զանգել, ասում էր գալիս եմ։
Յա, թող գա, ես էլ անհամբեր իրան եմ սպասում։
Հիմա իմ ուղեղը ավելի խառը բաներով զբաղված։
Հետաքրքիր է ինչով է խառը, ասում եմ Գրիշոյից լուրջ չունեմ, հունան։ Հետնեղի։
Հիմա այդ քննարկելու ժամանակն է։
Հա ժամանակն է։
Avo's calculations had long since been wrong, because the horrific car accident that happened to Grish was not an ordinary misfortune, but a carefully orchestrated assassination attempt that, within seconds, is going to erase the entire empire of lies he created. It is time to lift the veil, because there is nothing left to hide behind the closed walls of the hospital, and in the coming minutes, an inevitable punishment will begin, one that no one can escape. As we analyze these insane events together, I am extremely curious to know from which corner of the world or from which city you are watching me right now. Be sure to write it in the comments, because I personally read all of your messages and gladly reply to each of you, feeling the warmth of our big family. The emotional torment and tears that Manon is enduring in the hospital corridor are merely a superficial image, beneath which lies an incredibly powerful feminine instinct. She has absolutely no intention of leaving Grish's bedside, because subconsciously, she senses that the real threat is coming not from outside, but from the very people living under their own roof. Leo and Sarabich's desperate efforts to rush Grish out of the country are nothing more than a final attempt to save him from the clutches of the murderer who breathes the same air they do. But look carefully at Avo and Hunan, who have already completely lost control of the situation. Hunan's rage and Avo's nervous trembling as he restlessly sharpens a knife in the corner expose the terror they are trying to hide inside. Avo has become so blinded by his own greed that he does not even realize that by growing close to Hakob, he is entering a dangerous game, in which the man opposite him has long since seen the darkness of his soul. Throughout all of this, Grandfather continues to wear the mask of a wise and calm man, but it is only an illusion, because in his mind, the horrifying chain connecting Raphael's death and Grish's accident has long since come together. The most terrifying explosion is going to happen at the moment when a man whom everyone had long forgotten appears in the shadowy corners of the hospital. When the doctors come out and reveal Grish's condition, Manon will find among his belongings a blood-stained piece of evidence that belonged to Raphael, which will finally expose the real murderer. Grandfather's patience has finally run out, and without waiting for any law or court, he will coldly draw his weapon and shoot the traitor straight in the forehead at the very moment he tries to smile. If you want to be the first to know whose face Grandfather's deadly bullet is aimed at, and you do not want to miss the climax of this intense story, press the subscribe button right now. Be sure to write in the comments who you think deserves that punishment, so that in the next video we can find out together whether your prediction was correct.